P2B are just giving the what do I can say this is an interview of the century because this particular interview is truly troubling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Is giving them tough time. Google. When I mean Google, because this particular interview that he just grafted with Chude, that is Chude word that is a platform, but I know that his name is Chude. You see, this particular interview seriously. When you look at because before even this Bola Ahmed Tinubu's spokesperson, Bayo Ononoga came to respond to any of that to show you because this interview is cracking the whole internet. It's truly cracking the whole of the internet. And I think you need to pay attention why I break down this interview. Look at one aspect of the interview. One aspect goes to the area of Kenneth Okonkwo. The other aspect is also about Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, how he has failed. You understand me? So let's start from here. You can see this particular one. The one that Bayo Ononoga responded to, say Obi was clueless then and is clueless now. Why is he calling Obi clueless? Let's see what the full details. This is what Larry Olayinka said. This is what he posted that prompted Bayo Ononoga to respond. He says, as governor of Anambra State, when there was fraud in a village, P2B said that he called President Obasanjo. Then when there was armed robbery, P2B called President Yaradua. You see? And when there was, he said, what duty did he now perform now as a governor? Because with all this, he said, he called him and said, okay, what duty? That is the question that he asked. Meanwhile, he said President Tinubu did not call Oyo governor, Seyi Makinde, when the Orere abduction happened. He didn't mention that Seyi Makinde called President Tinubu. See, when you choose to talk too much, you will talk yourself into confusion. But this, so I need to play for you to hear the part from P2B. So before offering my own opinion.
By 2 a.m., my phone rang and they said there's erosion and a house had collapsed into it. I left my place in Oka and drove to that site 2 a.m. and called President Obasanjo. From there, I said, I'm in a village called Umuchi and erosion has just taken place there. A building had fallen into. He answered me 2 a.m. 2 a.m. And that has been the case. When I had one of the most critical robberies, I called President Yaradua. He was calling me daily until that situation was.
Even though two of you were in different parties?
Yes. 50 days.
So now, what is P2B trying to say? This is P2B calling out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for not doing enough. That is just for the fact that Seyi Makinde is the governor for your state, and also because he is not an APC candidate. You know, say people go to think, say when you notice the kind of criticism where they come from Bayo Ononoga, because all these people, because they pay them to talk, so they just talk the way they like. Even this Lale Olayinka, that should be Wike's aide. You know, Wike go to vomit his own. He himself go to vomit his own. Because look at Seyi Makinde is in PDP. Bola Tinubu is in APC. For the fact, because Seyi Makinde no be APC, they are not taking this case so serious. Look at where the children, they are still in war, kidnapper dungeon till now. What he's trying to say is about effort from the president in order to bring back these kidnapped children. That is what P2B is trying to say. It is not just coming to say something and go and relax, but taking a concrete step. These children, they have been in kidnapper dungeon and those teachers for this more than 50 days now, almost more than 50 days, more than a month. Now everybody is forging ahead. No concrete step. So, Bayo Ononoga, Larry, all these individuals are coming in order to defend President Bola Ahmed. We know that nothing concrete has been done. And it's what? Not good at all. P2B is trying to compare different leaders and how much effort they put when it comes to the issue of security. That is what he's trying to tell you. Moving from this Larry Ononoga's issue, now we get another one. There's another one from P2B. Nobody can tell you things are moving well because this interview is so long. So these are the segments of the interview. Some of the main points that P2B hinted. People who had business when he came into power, they have all collapsed. They are now people who are selling kuli kuli. Remember, the wife of the president recommended that Nigerians should start selling kuli kuli. Has P2B ever laughed so hard? Because he said that this interview is not just about interview. This is almost like comedy. This interview that P2B granted Chude is just like comedy. Listen by yourself.
Themselves. Nobody can tell you. Nobody can tell you things are moving well. What are they going to do now?
Right. People are going to kill me on the internet. Okay, so you don't. So what the answer to the question is: you believe that your coalition is even bigger because people have seen the results of the last election. That's your point. I don't want to laugh. Okay, final question.
Chude.
Right.
Those who have business.
The studio is cracking up. The whole studio is cracking up. The whole studio, my crew is cracking up. Right.
People had business. When he came into power, have collapsed.
Okay.
Oh, it's not funny. Yeah.
They've collapsed. They're not people who are selling.
So now this might sound funny, but it's not funny. This is a reality in Nigeria today. Some people were millionaires before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over office. Some people, their lives have been crushed. You made millions that were in your account, living fine, and all of a sudden the whole economy just crashed. You start spending things that you're supposed to buy with 1,000 naira. You start spending so much on those items. Those millions you have been saved in your account in the past, start crashing. Goods in your shop, you can't sell as much as you used to sell because people can't buy things anymore. So you see, when P2B is trying to talk about this issue, now when even the wives of the president was asking people, advise Nigerians, make we go to sell kuli kuli, make we go to sell soya and all the nonsense, all the useless business when they advise Nigerians. He forgets, say indirectly, they acknowledge how his husband have crashed in Nigeria, have dipped us into poverty because right now 63% of Nigerians are into abject poverty. I repeat, 63% of Nigeria. Because see, when P2B granted this interview, because when people this is not mere criticism, it's the fact. He don't crash people into selling kuli kuli, roasting corn, selling even soya, not even a high quality soya. And they rather frying granuts. Now the level when he don't reduce Nigerians too. And the wife completely acknowledged that his husband, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has crashed Nigerians into selling kuli kuli granite. Even to afford the granite and kuli kuli, he not knows even today, people not even fear afford to even start the kuli kuli business. Even when they start the kuli kuli or akra business, the economy will crash it. Even when you put your best, Tinubu's economy won't allow your best to play out. So that is it. Now going to, because like I said, he made so much point that Nigeria, you guys need to pay attention. Look, this is another point that P2B made. He said this movement, this is it. Okay, this is what somebody said about a P2B before playing the video about what Obi actually. This is a movement that made many people laugh and shed tears during Mr. P2B interview with Chude. I never knew P2B is this comic. Let's be honest. Here on X, did you really laugh when you watched the video? This video. Type the answer. Now this is this person that posted some aspect of this a P2B interview that he granted.
We now reach where we're having agencies, schools having ministries, without anybody knowing you exist, employing people, holding seminars abroad, collecting money and budget.
On that case,
we used to have the ghost workers. Because we didn't do anything.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
One ghost agency.
It is not funny. Not funny at all.
So we become ghost ministry.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ghost governors and ghost presidents. If anything, my followership have increased because those who jumped into, in quotes, some experimental thing. Oh, this man did this. This man did this. I was going to create the future. Have seen that the whole thing was a mess.
You're talking about the renewed hope.
It had become hopelessness. When President Tinubu came into power, 87 million Nigerians were living in poverty. Today is 1/4. We were number 5 below where we are today in hunger list. We've increased. Everything has gotten worse. Like I said before, we're no longer talking about ghost walk around. You can see where we've gotten. So everything, insecurity, everything has gotten worse. Which hope are they going to renew again? You can't renew failure. And that's it. So the only way to do now is to play with them. There's a way you fell in school. Nothing to do with
Sorry. Right. So you're saying the supporters of Tinubu have now joined your supporters.
completely.
Right.
Yeah, because they've seen it themselves. Nobody can tell you. Nobody can tell you things are moving well. What are they going to do now?
So now, this relating to this PIPC about this new scandal relating to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also there's another also scandal. This budget over this off spending budget, because it's trying to address it, and this of these topics are not funny, because you see when he's trying to say, I know most people that have benefited financially so much under this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, they will say, P2B, they will come to run mouth for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to say that they are here, so they are still speaking on his behalf. But look at what's playing out now. Tinubu, seriously, if there is no more hope, and there's no more hope to renew, because in the previous administration's first tenure, which is almost coming to an end, it crashed all hope in Nigeria. So which means there's no hope to renew. That's just a simple fact. No hope to renew. Look at PFI. Imagine opening fake office, and it's somebody when it's been discovered, and you say that it's fictitious, that you are not aware of the office, and the office where a huge sum of money was allocated to that same office. You don't detect small children. That office is in the federal secretariat. That office, they see foreign dignitaries, ambassadors, CEOs, ministers under your administration, and so on and so forth. That office, I believe that the chief of staff, they're all aware, because according to Prince Adeyemi, he said that what even Femi Gbajabiamila, who is the what minister chief of staff, collected close to 600 million from him, requesting 60% of allocation from that same agency. And you are telling me that all agency is fake? Come on. Nigerians, we are not foolish. We are not stupid in this country, because that's what they make us look. So you see when P2B is trying to talk about it, people see it as funny, but it's not funny. This is a reality. This is trying to tell you that things, almost everything happening in Nigeria look like jokes. And it's not good. When it's trying to tell you that most of the Tinubu supporters have all the camp to under his administration, I won't blame anybody that has supported Tinubu in the past that I joined P2B, because we are seeing that there's no light at the end of that tunnel. No light at all. So moving from this issue of Tinubu, we not get
Everywhere I go and see huge number of Nigerians, the question is, who is remaining in Nigeria? Those who are remaining are probably those who couldn't get out. And as I go about, I ask myself a question. And I look around and ask myself, what makes this place better than Nigeria? We have free market, actually. We have very strong free market policies. We have better weather. We have better environment. We have better food. Everything, we're family, we're better people, I can tell you. You can be hungry in Nigeria and your neighbor can give you food. If you're hungry in America, nobody's going to give you food. Country that is so blessed with everything, hungry. How do we get to where the place has become one of the worst places when you talk about terrorism, kidnapping, all forms of criminality? How did we get where, if you refer people who are unemployed in the world, we're there? What happened? This is a country. In the 80s, most of you went to school in Nigeria, and I'm proud to say you're Nigerian. In the 80s, you cannot compare Nigeria with China, with Korea, with all these countries. We had 3 times the reserve of China. Today have 3 trillion. These are countries that we cannot compare us with. People used to come from Saudi and everything to patronize our teaching hospitals and everything. So how did we get here? Indians were all over the place in Nigeria, teachers, Philippines and everything. Today, we are going to India. We want to just escape to anywhere, no matter where it is. How did we get here? All you are seeing in Nigeria today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. The only thing that Nigeria lacked is leadership. And that is the leadership that brought us where we now have the highest number of people living in poverty in the surface of the earth. Where we now have the highest unemployment. Where we now live in fear of insecurity. And we don't know where. And some of you who are lucky to be here, as Lord said, are faced with double tragedy. I will explain it to you. So what are we trying to do? Is what part I've explained to you. Ours is that we can take this place back. We can fix it. This looks difficult. Countries have gone through this. It's mentioned to you about what happened in India. It happened in Brazil or South America. We're in a total mess a few years ago. All they needed was have people who are prepared to sacrifice and say, we can change here. We can fix it. And it can happen. We have the people, we're assembling it as a team, we don't let us. We want to remove the fire. We don't want to call people excellence again in Nigeria. Because there's nothing excellent there again. We don't want people to be distinguished. When I came in here, like I said to every other place I've been, I saw people, but I noticed that maybe it wasn't you people. Because I'm not happy. And I thank people of Saudi that we're doing this in a church. That's actually where we should be now. So wherever I go, they've been trying to celebrate or sing, and I said, no more celebration in Nigeria. It is time for us to get to work and fix the country. The potentialities are there. It's going to be difficult. Extremely difficult. Let nobody kid you. The next government is not going to be easy. It is going to be difficult. Very, very difficult, because your country is bankrupt. It doesn't have resources again. Somebody asked me this morning, that everybody been asking, Peter, how do you think this will work? How are you going to do it? That's what everybody's been asking.